This week on Maximize Minimal Living, we hit the high seas and explore Grand Manan. We set out to explore the coast and end up getting a little bit more than we bargained for. We tested local flora, splashed in the waves, and found some amazing gems on this awesome island in the Bay of Fundy. So come along on this journey and check it out for yourself.
What is up, YouTube? Welcome to the very first episode of Maximize Minimal Living 2021. And we're here on the Grand Manan ferry. We're going to Grand Manan. We're gonna do some hiking, some snowshoeing. It's gonna be a good time. All right, so we got to Grand Manan. We're starting our hike. How long is the hike? What, 5 kilometers?
3.5 kilometers each way.
3.5 kilometers each way. But we have to start with a small ocean crossing. So the tide's out right now, and we're gonna test these waders because we gotta walk through these puddles. So right now we're actually headed to Ross Island, which is a small island off of Grand Manan, which is why we're walking on the ocean floor, and which is why we only have a 3-hour weather window, give or take, to get back here, back to the truck before we get stuck on the island overnight. The stakes are high, Brian. The stakes are high. It almost looks like the deep bogs of like Iceland, except without the geothermal pools. All right, so we're about probably 2/3 of the way there. It's a nice snow right now. It's a real mix between being too hot when you're hiking and too cold when you're standing still. But we're making do. We're booking it. It's been quite a lot of fun. It's a very different landscape from most hiking so far that I've done in New Brunswick, so it's appreciated. Here it's frozen. Right? Like there's all ice under there. So it's just thin layer ice and water and then more ice. Wow. This is why you pay attention where you're going and you wear hip high waders, because this is where the ice is. And that's where it goes. Nope. Here we go. Look at that. Oh, it's cold. Look at that. That's like 3 inches thick. Woo! That's a little brisky. Can we do it again? You're right. Well, I think we've pretty much made it to our beach destination all by yourself, no one's around. So let's get down to the water, the real water. Not this stuff. This is just mud. I'm gonna take the easy way out and not walk through the giant puddle. What a view! There's nobody for miles. Unless you Not like standing out in the middle of the ocean as the tide rolls in and a snowstorm. Woo! So we're here out on the beach. Ooh, the sun's peeking out. And what this is dulse, and it's a red algae that grows up here in Grand Manan. It's pretty much one of their biggest exports. Apparently it's super nutritious and it's supposed to be quite tasty. I've only ever had it dried and I was not a fan. But I mean, we're out here, so make sure all the snails are off. Toast. Cheers. Very oceany, no surprise. It almost feels like you're chewing through like dried fruit that's been cut really thin and then dried. It's not as bad as I thought, but it's not good either. Finished up our hike, did 9 kilometers, just under 3 hours, give or take. Got to the ocean, we're back at the truck now. It's still snowing, but it was a good time. So now we're gonna go grab some food, probably, and then we're gonna go see if we can find another spot on the other side of the island. Small change of plans. We decided to come check out a few other spots on this side of the island before heading over for food, and then before heading to that other spot on the other side. And so we just pulled off the side of the road, and this is what we found. We're gonna head down to that beach now, but in case you can't see, those waves, those look like surfing waves in New Brunswick. Best province ever. It is in Hawaii, and it is snowing, but if you can go surfing in the snow, that'd be pretty dope. Let's get down to the beach. It's pretty unheard of, but we're actually on a sandy beach. Now, most of the time in New Brunswick, you end up with cobble beaches like that. But Grand Manan is really turning out to be quite a surprise. Let's go check out some of these waves a little bit up close. That's a big gap. This isn't gonna work.
Oh, you don't float away.
By far, one of the prettiest places I've been in New Brunswick, for sure. And that's saying a lot. I've been to a lot of places. Look how thick this ice is. That ice is like 4 inches thick. That's wild. Welcome to New Brunswick in February.
I love how it floats. Science is so cool.
It's so windy. It's pretty much impossible to hold the camera straight. My fingers are frozen, but you know what? It's definitely worth it. So we've officially stopped now to get food. We bought some pizzas at a local restaurant, which is is quite cool, exploring the local cuisine. It's just a cheese pizza. But then we might head out to one other hiking spot, and then we gotta get back to the ferry to head back to the mainland. So far, it's been a dope-ass day, though. So, we just finished dinner. 6 o'clock, we got about a half hour before we gotta be back at the ferry. So I don't think we're gonna have much time to explore. Plus, the sun is setting, and it's getting quite dark, but this is Whales Cove, which will hopefully be the site of some diving next summer. It's very exciting. Apparently there's a kelp forest out there and everything, so new places to experience, enjoy. But for now, we're at a little spring here, so I'm gonna dump out this old city water because nobody wants that. And we can get water straight from the spring. It's quite fast too. Oh, you can tell there's a difference. And you just sip on the city water and then try some spring water. That's a whole world of difference. All in all though, pretty good day.